Hello, Cancer. We're here to take a dive into your eclipse season and get messages through a plant oracle to help understand how to best support your nature, nourish your nature, as well as nurture the best of your being. So let's take a dive in, and if you enjoy this message, be sure to like and subscribe, and to leave a comment below on how you personally have connected with the messages provided. And if you'd like to see more, be sure to check out the channel where we'll continue to provide moon messages for the Cancerian energy. So let's begin. So to help support your nature during this full moon eclipse that is approaching us, we're taking a look to tap into the plant of goldenrod. Goldenrod is asking you to see the wealth and prosperity of your being. Now, this is asking to be supporting to make sure that you're providing the value, you're providing the currency so that you are able to do what you're needed. You're providing the prosperity so that you can embrace who you are to support your nature in the best of light. This Venusian Leo energy is allowing you to hold value for who you are. So maybe your wealth and prosperity comes from how you are through your way of connecting, how you nurture, how you're able to provide your being, your essence, through those around you to support them and to bring them into their best light. Now, this is asking you to understand that you are worthy of being and to honor that in the best method forward. So that provides you a message to understand how to honor your nature. Now, to nourish your nature during this full moon eclipse, the plant that to tap into is the message of oregano. Oregano is asking you to have protective love. Protective love is a Venusian Sagittarian energy because the way that you're providing that love is to do so in a way that you can shape a very safe barrier while creating a space to nurture it in the best light. We want to ensure that it's ready to take the step forward when it's ready, while also providing the guidance that will take it into its best of being. And because we're tapping into this Venusian and Sagittarian energy, we want to understand that how we connect, how we offer ourselves, and how we are creatively expressing our being is to do so to look at the new horizons, to understand the potential and possibilities of best of growth so that we can stay true, to be as close as source to possible. Because by honoring nature, you do so to support its best of being through however it's meant to express into the world. So that allows you to nourish yourself and to honor so in a manner that is going to embrace your nature. And to nurture it, you're being tapped into the flower of Cerrito or Cerato. It's pronounced a number of ways, but the message is to be clear, which is kind of ironic given that I've given two pronunciations of this flower in particular. So this is a mercurial Gemini energy. So this is very much expressing yourself to be clear, to express yourself clearly, to make sure that you are true in your words, in your expressions, in your actions, so that you are willing to show what you are through that true nature. We aren't here to be clouded. We aren't here to shine a bright light. But in doing so, by staying true, you will honor what is in a manner that is going to support and nurture your best of being. Now, this message in particular is providing you an understanding for the full moon eclipse that is happening going into March 25th. And I believe that is 3:12 a.m. Eastern Time, which is peak for when the eclipse is occurring. So to review your message, honor the fact that your nurture is to be clear. To support your nature is to recognize the wealth and prosperity you have to offer through your being as well as by that around you. And to nourish yourself in the best of light, honor that protective love that comes through you as well as for you, so that you can shape and nurture in your best of light. So allow that message to honor yourself during this full moon. Now let's take a dive in the upcoming eclipse. Now, the solar eclipse occurs on April 8th, which is tapping into the spring energy of renewal. And in any eclipse season, we're tapping into a whole brand new stage of transformation. And in this particular eclipse season, we are feeling a lot of this energy as it is squaring the Cancerian sector of the zodiacal wheel. And in doing so, we might feel that it might challenge us, but it provides perspective so that we can gain clarity. So when you embrace this new moon, this eclipse that occurs on April 8th, you're being called to tap into black walnut. Now, black walnut is calling for mature solutions. That means dealing with adult situations. And some of these problems that comes from the adult world needs to have a mature problem so that we can provide a mature response, a mature solution. And to do so, we provide guidance from maturity. We provide our best of being through a Jupiterian Capricornian. We want this to be a long-term solution that makes sure what we do counts. So during this transformation, in this new moon eclipse, this solar eclipse, we want to ensure that you are bringing in the solutions necessary to have that long-term growth to support your best of being so that that nature shines in the best light. To do so, that means we have to grow up. We have to expand. And on the other side, we're going to be proud we went through what we did so that we can live the best life moving forward. Now, to nourish yourself during this upcoming solar eclipse, you're being called to tap into pumpkin, in particular pumpkin seeds. Now, pumpkin seeds is all about new beginnings, which is ideal for the solar eclipse. Because we're tapping into an eclipse energy, what comes forward through this is embracing the identity of who we are. And because of the North Node placed in this sector of the sky, we're ensuring that these new beginnings are going to show us where we're heading to is going to be a brand new adventure never experienced before. And to embrace that is going to honor that this is the life that you're here to live, that you here to nourish yourself is to embrace those new beginnings, because this Jupiterian scorpionic energy is transformative, but to do so in a way that we go through the shadow work so that on the other side, we can honor who we are and the new degree that we're proud to embrace ourselves while honoring the experience of how we became to be in the first place. So to provide that message forward, we're going to see what is best to help nurture yourself through this solar eclipse energy, which is the flower of Centauri. Centauri is asking us to be assertive. So maybe in this time, this is asking to move forward, to take that step ahead where we're meant to go, to embrace that new beginning, and to do so unapologetically. This sun in Scorpio manner is asking you to shine a light, to transform, to go through the dark night of the soul so that you can arrive on the other side in a brand new slate, on a brand new journey, in a brand new light. So once this eclipse happens, we're going to see for the next 6 months what comes into being through this brand new beginning, birthing from this spring weather. So allow that seed to come through and allow it to be nurtured and supported so that you can grow it into the mighty oak that its potential to be. So to review our message for the solar eclipse, you're being called to provide mature solutions to the problems and challenges you face so that you can allow long-term growth and stability through such methods, and allow these new beginnings so that you can be assertive on your step forward to embrace the best of your being. I hope that message for the solar eclipse gives clarity and provides additional guidance to you. Now, to end this reading, we're going to provide you a message towards the future to see what is ahead post-eclipse. Now, you're going to understand that you'll discover for your nature the plant of amla, which is actually a fruit, also known as Indian gooseberry, one of the highest vitamin C content fruits available. This little powerhouse of a plant provides you to have loving memories. So whatever is ahead on the journey for you is to say the memories you hold dear to you are always yours to have. You will always have those experiences, always have that joy and love from the connections that you've been with. Even through the new beginnings, they're always going to stay a part of you because they are who you are, how you became who you are, and how you honor your feelings, because those are where we can tap into the universe and tap into the intuitive worlds and fields that are infinitely around us. Now, this Venusian Virgonian energy is showing us that when we connect to the world, when we provide value and create into being, that we want to make sure it's done in the best of light. So be loving to the memories that we've experienced. And to do so, we're yet to have even more loving memories on the way. Given that this is a message about the future, embrace where we've come from so that you can embrace where you are going as well. Because where we experienced before may be its own unique flavor, but on this step forward, there's hope and potential that we will continue to experience even more loving memories that we will cherish and have for the rest of our lives. To nourish you in that future, you will discover the plant of the wakame seaweed. Now, this Japanese plant is asking you to have delicate softness on the step ahead. Now, in your future, you will understand that this delicate softness is a method to do so, that you can be gentle in your approach to ensure that you're doing it in a kind, heartful manner, that you're doing it in a very honoring way so that you yourself can tap into the moon energy of Libra. Now, when you see this moon energy is very much resonant to the Cancerian energy as a whole. And to do so with the Librarian zodiacal resonance says that you want to see yourself in balance emotionally. So have a delicate softness for your emotions to nourish yourself, to make sure that you're processing and going through and sorting out what you're feeling, to do so in a way that you're supported and honoring that nourishment to come through your being so that you can embrace your best of light. And to help nurture that in the future, the plant that you're asked to tap into is the beech flower. Now, this particular flower is asking you to be willing. That means that what's ahead of you, you may embrace an unknown, but to do so willingly is an honoring that you're here to have an experience. Be it through spirit and soul, this message is telling you to tap into that long-term Saturnian and Taurus energy. And that Taurian energy is about being here on the earth, being here in nature, being here on this planet in a physical form so that we can experience our sensories in a way that navigates each and every moment through the path forward. Now, the Saturnian method of tapping into this message is showing that this is long term. This is for the long haul, be it for a lifetime, be it for the soul growth. The idea of to be willing is that we honor that we came to be. And to do so is we continue to push that needle forward. We continue to put one step forward in front of the other. Because when we encounter these experiences, we may not always know what we will discover. But to do so is all it takes is the ability to be and to allow that free will to come through you, to arrive into your presence and to place itself into a period of experience that will shape you on your path forward. So in your future, to review your message, you're being called to honor those loving memories that support your nature. And to do so, you must nourish yourself through delicate softness. So when we want to be willing, that will take us to nurture ourselves in the best of light. So that message will provide you post-eclipse on what's ahead. So allow these messages to assist you on your path. And I hope this message has provided you for the unique experience that has come into the synchronistic manner. You've come to tune in to discover this message, and I hope that part of it has provided you additional guidance so that you can take this with you on your journey, however timeless it may be. And if you'd like to discover more about these decks, this is my hand-illustrated Astro Herbal collection. Now, this is a 3-volume deck, each experiencing a way to support your nature, nourish your nature, and nurture your nature by nature. And this is a one-of-a-kind deck that I'm offering for only a couple days after posting this video. So once it's no longer available, it is gone forever. So if you'd love to welcome in this deck and you're tuning in at this right moment, I welcome you to discover the deck on my personal web shop, where you can pre-order this custom printed deck. And it features 126 hand illustrated plants, flowers, and fungi that will help you connect with nature through the medicinal properties each unique plant offers into being, because each of us have something to bring through our nature that is uniquely supportive through our own being to be welcomed into the universe, to be welcomed through the waves that are emitting into presence. To be and to honor that is the gift of being in its own right. So with that, I provide you with these messages and thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a joyous and are able to embrace those new beginnings during this eclipse season. Thank you very much for tuning in. And like I've said in the beginning, if you appreciate this message and if you felt that it has provided an additional guidance that you personally can relate to, feel free to express yourself in the comments below. And if you'd like to subscribe or like this video, it will show support for what I do as an individual so that I can continue offering messages like this, as well as continue my studio art, while providing a unique method and insight into the energies that are approaching us each day as we move forward. So thank you very much, Cancer. I hope you continue to be nurturing along your journey, both for yourself and others, and to be true, because to do so will honor the very nature we came to be. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, be true, be love, be you. Thank you.